Everyone's simple here, and we're back with SCW. It's a whole weekly thing. I think it's a good thing for me, because like I get to do this every week. Well, really, it's not weekly that I'm recording this. Well, technically, but sometimes I'll record a few days early and then just post it on Wednesday, which is the normal schedule that I normally post it on. But if you didn't see what happened last week, I would advise going to watch what happened last week. We watched some matches at Bad Blood. Well, we watched two matches. Main event, Daniel Bourne is still the SCW World Champion. We also watched what else did we watch? We watched this No Holds Barred match, and Aaron Matthews won that. But we are now on the build up to Survivor Series War Games. Now, are we actually going to watch the War Games match? No, probably not. They'd also take it'll yeah, it would also take forever. So no, but we do have a lot of shows leading up to Survivor Series. So let's see what's going on. First match: Calvin Rogers versus Darius Langston, Adrian Castro versus Alien. Bands, well, it's Sinister Silva, but it's a promo. Douglas Duncan versus Jaden Lance. Why is the North American champion at ringside? I don't know. And then a triple threat: Marcus Vega, Aiden Reigns, and Elijah Cross. Calvin Rogers probably looking to wait. Isn't he currently? No, wait, hold up. He is the Universal Champion right now. Oh well, Marcus Vega won. Alien beat Adrian Castro. Sinister Silva won the promo. Douglas Duncan beat Jaden Lance. Hold up. So, despite the Superstars also being rivals, the competitive sportsmanship just goes to show how far these two want to climb the proverbial ladder as they cheer each other on to face the best versions of themselves in the future, in their future big match. Interesting. Well, go ahead and move on to the third week of October. Daniel Bourne main eventing. Sinister Silva versus Brandon Collins. Bands versus Sharky. Koa Kalana versus AC. I don't understand why Nick Aldis is at ringside for half of his matches, but he is, and I don't know why. Chris Crimson versus Stunning Styles. Chris Crimson actually beat Stunning Styles for the North American Championship at Bad Blood. So, a triple threat. Abysmal Screw Jr., Cage, and Daniel Bourne. Also, shout out to Brandon Collins. He went from YouTuber to wrestler, and now he's currently the Pro Wrestling Revolver Remix Champion. And he showed up in TNA and got his head taken off by a super kick from Nick Nemeth. But yeah, Sharky beat Bands. Kalana beat AC. I kind of saw that one coming. Stunning Styles versus Chris Crimson. Or he beat Chris. Yeah, you know what I meant. And Cage won the triple threat. He probably pinned Abysmal Screw, but if he did pin Daniel Bourne, then that's a big step in his career. That was 200 news. I mean, I can look at them or just clear the notifications or something. I don't know. Let's see what's the news. Douglas Duncan entered the ring and confronted Chris Crimson in a tense stare down after his match. The crowd roared in anticipation as the two rivals stood their ground and sized each other up. Interesting. Daniel Bourne versus Brutus Claymore. Chris Crimson versus Stunning Styles again. Sinister Silva versus Brandon Collins. Bands versus Jaden Lance. And a fatal four-way. Cage versus Koa Kalana versus Abysmal Screw Jr. versus Otunga. I didn't mean to click that. And Brutus Claymore beat the SCW World Champion. Chris Crimson beat Stunning Styles again. They gotta stop booking this match. They really gotta stop booking this match because it's had the same outcome all three times. Brandon Collins beat Sinister Silva again. Why are we having these same matches over and over again? Cole Calana won the SCW. Well, it's a title division. Yeah, that's the title division. He won that match. Where's he at in the rankings? We have to check the rankings now because he's probably up in the top five at least, or top eight maybe. Oh no, he is in the top five. See, I knew he was climbing up there. I knew he was climbing up the rankings. Am I still? I'm still number nine because I don't get booked. Well, hey, look, since Sinister Silva lost to Brandon Collins multiple times, I think it's only right that I go up above him, right? You know, like it's not rigging. It's not rigging. It's just like I'm not gonna lie. I just want to get booked. But I think that's reasonable, though, right? Isn't that reasonable? We are now in the month of Survivor Series, week 1 of November. Daniel Bourne versus Brutus Claymore again. Bands versus Sharky. Chris Crimson versus Max Briggs, who is the former or first ever North American champion. Sinister Silver versus Brent. Oh my gosh, we're not doing this again. Cage versus Coquelin. Daniel Bourne versus he beat Brutus Claymore, so he got his revenge. Bands beat Sharky. Max Briggs beat Chris Crimson. Brandon Collins beat Sinister Silva once again. I'm not surprised. And Coquelin beat Cage. Okay, hold up. Like genuinely, I might have to like put him at the bottom of the rankings because I don't know what it is. He's just you know. Okay, he's already at the bottom. All right, congratulations. I wasn't gonna rig anything else. I promise. I mean, I said I might have to. I didn't say I was going to do it. They're probably gonna put me in the War Games match because I don't do anything on these weekly shows. Cole Callan versus Cage again. Dr. Howell versus Jerome Collins. Marcus Vega versus Sinister Silva. Finally, something new. Daniel Bourne versus okay. And whoa, oh, it's a promo leading up to Survivor Series. Cole Callan beat Cage again. I'm not surprised. Jerome Collins beat Dr. Howell. Marcus Vega beat Sinister Silva. Bro, he might have to get fired. No, he won't get fired, but he is a jobber currently. Daniel Bourne beat Brutus Claymore again. Why are we having like a best of 5 series for like multiple different people? And Chris Crimson beat Douglas Duncan in the promo battle. So we'll see what happens when it actually matters. I think we are going to watch the North American title match because it seems like that's a rivalry. So I feel like we have to watch the rivalry match, especially since it's for a championship. Cole Calano versus Brutus Claymore, hard hitting big boys. Bands versus Jerome Collins. Marcus Vega versus Sinister. Oh my gosh, bro. Why? Why do we keep booking the first? He was the first Universal Champion. And we're booking him against the person who was all the way in the bottom of the division. And where he's probably like number two in the division. Douglas Duncan versus Jaden Lance again. And Daniel Bourne versus Reckless Tom Richards. Wait a second. No, that he didn't cash in though. Brutus Claymore versus or he beat Coacalana. Jerome Collins beat Bands. Marcus Vega lost to oh my gosh, bro. He can't be serious. Sinister Silva has lost he's probably lost 4 of his last 5 matches, and you are the one that he beat. Are you serious? You can't be that one person. You can't be that one person that he beats. Douglas Duncan beat Jaden Lance again. Daniel Bourne beat Tom Richards. Bro, when is he gonna cash in? Or did he already cash in? Well, no, I don't think he. I think he has. No, he. I mean, he hasn't. Yeah, but hold up. I'm still not getting booked, bro. I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I might have to move to a different title division, realistically, because like I'm just lost. I'm like a Carmelo Hayes a few months ago. That's how I feel right now. I'm like I feel like Andrade. What? Who else could I compare myself to? I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like Ray Fenix. Who else? Who else could I feel like? I don't know. I feel like our truth sometimes. Kyle Carolina versus Josh Woods. Douglas Duncan versus Stunning Styles. Vance versus Antonio Delgado. Brutus Claymore versus Tom Richards. And Daniel Bourne versus Cage. Wait, did I press no? I meant to go up. Okay. Josh Woods beat Koa Kalana. Interesting. Disco Douglas Duncan beat Stunning Styles. Antonio Delgado beat Bands. Tom Richards beat Brutus Claymore. And Daniel Bourne beat Cage. I am not surprised at all. Wow, we had a lot of yap. I think we're only going to be able to watch one match. That was 10 minutes of simulations. But hey, we are officially at Survivor Series War Games. And oh, our first match is Abysmal Squirrel Jr. versus Daniel Bourne for the SCW World Title. We'll see what other matches we have. Antonio Delgado versus Unk for the Intercontinental Championship. Vance versus Dr. Howell. Jaden Lynch versus Isaac Payne. Douglas Duncan versus Chris Crimson. We are going to watch this match. Brutus Claymore versus Cumberland Minoso Jr. Cole Carolina versus Josh Woods. Marcus Vega versus Calvin Rogers for the Universal Championship. And wow, they didn't even put me in the War Games match. They really don't like me here. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I'm thinking, well, oh no, because if I don't watch this one, how much time? Oh yeah, no, we're just gonna watch this match right here for the North American title. Simulate Abysmal Screw Jr. versus Daniel Bourne. Daniel Bourne retains the SCW World Championship. Antonio Delgado versus Unk. And Unk finally loses the Intercontinental Championship to Antonio Delgado. Bands versus Dr. Howell. Dr. Howell wins. Isaac Payne and Jaden Lance. Isaac Payne is victorious, and here we are. The SCW North American Championship match with Douglas Duncan and Chris Crimson. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Leave your prediction in the comments.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is
Oh my gosh, there's a train.
ECW Northern Continental Championship.
Oh my, bro, this train has to pass. This train has to pass. Please.
Oh yeah, I am pumped for this guy.
Bro, this train is so annoying sometimes, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship
Disco,
is on the line here
Douglas,
tonight.
and
And in looking
Duncan.
at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb in this one. All right, I love this guy.
Now Chris Crimson.
Here we go, guys. The championship is on the line here in this one. And I'll tell you, Cole, the champion has never looked more dominant than right here.
All right.
Introducing the challenger from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 225 pounds, Douglas Duncan. And his opponent from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 235 pounds, the ECW Northern Continental Champion, Chris C.
That championship right there is what it's all about, gentlemen.
All right. All right. Here we go. Oh, look, Charles is the referee.
The champion
And the bell has rung.
Dragon Slayer.
Chris Crimson already looking for a submission on Douglas Duncan.
Looking to get out of this, and yes, they
Douglas
wrestle him
Duncan.
out of the hold.
Whoa. Duncan. Now with a right hand. Made sure to escape that submission quickly. Now targeting the arm of Chris Crimson.
Oh, stop right to the hand. And if the first stop doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely
Now
will.
stomp to the back of the head. And again.
Boom, what impact.
And a smack to the
He's
top
got
of the
his
head.
sights locked in now.
And now taunting him.
Collar and elbow tie-up.
Locking up. Now
Shoved out of the way.
pushing down Chris Crimson and throwing him to the corner.
He's taking a beating, but can he hold on? He's got
The amount of lockups that happen. Okay. All right. Okay.
Locking up with one another.
The amount of lockups that happen in these matches, though, it's like overwhelming sometimes.
Pushing their opponent to the corner.
Chris Crimson now getting Douglas Duncan into the corner now. Right hand. Looking for another, but it's countered by Chris Crimson. Chris Crimson with a right hand of his own, or Douglas Duncan with a right hand of his own. And now these two going back and forth.
And refusing to back down. Ooh. Who will break first? That is the question. Ooh. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. This is a war of
Counter
attrition with neither
from Chris
superstar
Crimson.
wanting to be the one who's
He's now on the upper hand, a big lariat
really feeding off this
from
crowd.
Chris Crimson.
Slowly getting back up. And
Now in the corner, charging for a spear. Chris Crimson looking to end this early. 1, 2, and a near fall. Douglas Duncan kicks out at 2.
It must be demoralizing knowing you've unleashed your best shot on
And
your opponent.
kicking, like backheeling him in the face. Using the ropes for a moonsault. Oh my, runs right into a super kick from Douglas Duncan. 1, 2, oh no, not a 2. Douglas Duncan has to do a lot more if he wants to have a chance. Flatliner. Now dragging him to the middle of the ring. They're away from the ropes. Now going for the pinfall. 1, 2, near fall. Chris Crimson is still in this match. Douglas Duncan taking off the top turnbuckle. Now Charles Robinson looking to fix it, tossing Chris Crimson across the ring. Now a kicking combo, countered, and a running uppercut. Oh, float over, power bomb. 1, 2, and a kick out from Douglas Duncan. Back in the corner, looking for that spear once again. He hits it. That might be over. It might be over. And Chris Crimson. Oh, Douglas Duncan kicks out at the last second.
This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end. No love lost between these superstars right now, really trying to prove who the better man truly is.
Now Chris Crimson. A back suplex on the apron. Douglas Duncan getting up quick, countering the right hand of his own now. A chop countered by Chris Crimson. Chris Crimson throwing him back into the ring now.
He's looking to go high risk from the top.
Heading up to the top. Waiting for Douglas Duncan to get up. And a leg drop to the back of the head. Now he's waiting for Douglas Duncan to get up. And a super kick. And a German suplex. 1, 2, 3. Chris Crimson is still the SCW North American champion.
Here is your winner, and still ECW.
I feel like that was very, very one-sided.
Champion A successful title defense for him tonight.
He came out here and defended what was his. You have to give him credit.
Well, Chris Crimson is still the SCW North American Champion. Okay, well, it's only like 20 minutes. So that match was only like 10 minutes. We will watch this Universal Championship match with Marcus Vega, who was the first first Universal Champion, and now against Calvin Rogers, who has been doing very well as champion. So we'll see what happens here. Leave your prediction in the comments. Don't cheat. Don't cheat.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the ECW Universal Championship.
Yes, it is.
The WWE Universe just exploded.
It's a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media heading into this match, we're likely
Iron
to see
Jaw,
a new
Marcus
champ crowned
Vega.
here tonight.
I did like how I did this entrance. It was like really simple.
I hope everybody enjoyed their turkey as we prepare to kick this match off momentarily.
You know what, guys? Aside from my family, I can't think of two other people I'd rather spend Thanksgiving with. In fact, I'd go so...
Really simple. And it was quick too.
And here he comes.
As a reminder, the title is on the line here in this match.
And the champ is certainly going to have an uphill battle. That's for sure.
I really like how most of these titles came out. I feel like the SCW World Championship is a bit boring. I might work on it a little bit more. But, I don't know. But the Universal Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, North American Championship, they all look really good.
Paso, Texas, weighing in at 235 pounds, Marcus Iron Jaw.
Social media is buzzing, as it always is when this title is defended.
Charles Robinson back for the championship match. That's what we like to see. We like Charles Robinson. And this match is underway. Oh, dodging a right hand, but a kick to the midsection and a blow to the back. Now a jumping uppercut and a taunt from Calvin Rogers. A knee drop, and a leg drop. Oh, a kick to the head and a clothesline from Marcus Vega. A counter from Calvin Rogers. Rogers now stomped to the arm and a senton to Marcus Vega. Now wanting Marcus Vega to get up. Springboard, springboard crossbody. Setting him up, big boot to the face of Vega. Oh, and a roll-up from Vega. Not even a 1 count, but now he's on his feet and he has the upper hand.
Oh my goodness. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting. Locking up.
Being overtaken here, driven into the corner.
Marcus Vega now on the upper hand. Respectfully backing off, but he's back on the attack. Calvin Rogers kicks him away.
And this one's taken to
Vega
the
rolls to the outside. Rogers looking for a clothesline, but it's dodged by Vega.
Turns that away.
Oh, these two have been scouting each other very well in a clothesline from Marcus Vega.
Nicely done.
The champ looking a little worse for wear.
He'll find a way to counter back, though.
Sending him back into the ring.
All tied up now.
These two locking up once again.
Quick change of position.
Marcus Vega on the upper hand. I may have spoke too early. Snapmare. Headlock applied by Calvin Rogers. Rogers keeping this hold applied. And now a knee to the back. He was looking for something there, but an elbow to the face countered. Oh! A spinning right hand to Calvin Rogers. Marcus Vega could claim he could get the Universal title back. Submission applied. He lets it go, and now it goes for a pinfall. Oh, wait, no, he just rolls him over. Deadlift. Running power slam from Marcus Vega. Now going for the pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out from Calvin Rogers.
What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
Elbow to the back. A taunt, but Calvin Rogers kicks himself up. A roll up, but it's a rope break. Now an elbow to the back, keeping him down. Calvin Rogers. Yeah, what Byron Saxton said. Now a combo ended by Vega. Now bringing him into the corner.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle.
Pulling him, dropping him to the floor. Well, the mat. Now from the middle rope, what could Marcus Vega be looking for here? Double axe handle. Irish whip. And a bicycle knee to the face. Could he get the title back? 1, 2, 3. Marcus Vega is once again Universal Champion and the first ever 2-time Universal Champion.
ECW Universal Champion Marcus Iron John Vader.
I still can't believe it.
There you see our new champion.
Talk about history.
Marcus Vega
This is literally one for the history books.
is SCW Universal Champion once again. And then War Games, who really cares about this match? I mean, you got a few names, you know. Sharky, Johnny Chase, Aiden Reigns, and Generic George versus Alien, Draco, Big Head Barry, and Aaron Matthews. They just put a whole bunch of people in a match. Well, I think Alien's team is going to win. And they did. Oh, the next thing we're looking at is Saturday night's main event. That's nice. But what I have to look at, which is what we do every time, the new champions and the current rankings. So, Daniel Bourne is still SCW World Champion, and the top 5 contenders are Koa Kalana, Cage, Kumail Luminoso, Abysmal Screw Jr., and AC is once again #1 contender for the SCW Championship. Hopefully, a rivalry with Aaron Matthews doesn't get in his way again. Oh, wait, I didn't look at the other ones. And Marcus Ironjaw Vega is back as the SCW Universal Champion. And the top 5. Oh, hold up. I went to number 7. Let's go. And I didn't have to do anything. Bro, I just everybody in War Games went down in the rankings. Well, Calvin Rogers just lost the title. But these two were on a team in War Games. They lost, and it sent them down. Hopefully, I start getting booked again. Anyway, top 5 contenders are Allen, Darius Langston, Elijah Cross, Malik Graves, and Brandon Collins. Now, Antonio Delgado is the new SCW Intercontinental Champion, and the top 5 contenders are Mason Carter, Carlito Rosiano, Jerome Collins, Alien, and Dr. Howell is #1 contender again. How does he keep getting here? I swear, like the last, maybe in the past 3 videos, at least twice, he was #1 contender at the end. Anyway, Chris Crimson is still North American champion, and top 5 contenders are Small Afro, Gabriel Day, Generic George, Max Briggs, and Drago is the #1 contender. And then, yep, that's it. Now, top 10 in the power rankings. Brutus Claymore at number 10, Antonio Delgado, our Intercontinental Champion, at number 9, Jerome Collins at number 8, Marcus Vega, our Universal Champion, at number 7, Douglas Duncan at number 6, Chris Crimson, our North American Champion, at number 5, Calvin Rogers at 4, Brandon Collins at 3, Koa Kalana at 2, and our SCW World Champion, Daniel Bourne, at number 1. He is the top guy currently. But yeah, that is it for SCW this week. Goodbye.